It was my first morning in Bella Riva, and I couldn't wait to leave my hotel and explore. It was a quiet town. Its street in the main square, meanwhile. As I handed out my flyers, I wondered what the people... I was starting to worry I'd made a mistake when I felt someone tapping me on the back. It was a little girl. I was starting to worry I'd made... It was a little girl. Maybe 7 years...
My tape is broken and I can't make it work anymore. I tried to fix it myself, but there's this metal thing in the way. Why did you do that?
Aha! Those batteries look like they need replacing. Luckily, I have some spares.
Will you dream a dream for me? If I sit by your side and hold you so tight, know that
When it finished, Izzy picked up the tape deck and tucked it carefully.
Thanks, Maria. You're the best person at fixing things ever.
No problem.
It's my mum. She's not here anymore.
Izzy trailed off when Izzy's friends called for her. She dug deep into her pockets, looking for something to... I usually preferred a check, but Izzy looked so serious. I wrote out... She seemed like a happy kid, but the neat part I wouldn't be able to fix. My first repair complete, I was exhausted when I got back to my hotel and found a message. The address led me to a quaint little house. The front door was opened by a harried
I'm so sorry she bothered you this morning. Please, come in. I'd like to settle up properly.
on the...
My father's statue. What's left? It survived 100 years in this family. Will you be able to see the glue afterwards? I don't want people seeing the cracks. glue really strong enough to hold everything together? Sometimes I think my daughter should come with a warning label. Thank you, Maria. It looks as perfect as it ever did.
As Joseph put the statue back on the shelf, it nudged against the family portrait stood proudly next to it. So he was Bellariva's...
Sorry, I'm a little tired. I've been working...
When I told my parents I wanted to leave, they always found an excuse to be busy. Joseph's work must have been taking a... My second day in Bellariva dawned bright and clear. Walking into town, I was about to go inside when the owner of Carmen's. Her place was petite, tucked between its competitors.
It's a bit slow today, but we're just getting started. I'm sure it'll pick up soon. At least I've got plenty of time to practice my recipe for the fair. Can you... You can fix it, can't you? I can't afford to replace it. Obviously, we'd normally be much busier than this.
Connections aren't quite right. I should check the wiring. Looks like this new circuit board is all hooked up. There's still a part I need to attach. Where does it go? When I handed the phone back to Carmen, she seemed almost reluctant to take...
So it's all working now, is it? I don't have to... That's if I can pay my phone bill, anyway.
I sat at one of the empty tables, while at the counter, Carmen had started as she talked. Carmen became.
I know I still owe you from last time, but I can't. You don't need to be here, though. Can't you just.
When the call ended, Carmen brought me my coffee.
Actually.
The next day, I'd promised Carmen I'd return to help her get the cafe ready. I was about to set out when I received an unexpected call from my hotel's reception desk. Curious, I took the creaking elevator up to the top floor and made my way to the room number they'd given. I knocked. The woman in front of me was immaculate. Not a hair out of place or a crease to be seen.
My sister.
So this was Carmen's sister? The two of them. Inside her room, I saw a beautiful reflex camera. Any professional.
The viewfinder is completely dark. I can't see anything. You need the manual. I don't suppose you've fixed anything this valuable before.
If I used the screwdriver, I could adjust the angle of the mirror. Perfect. Now the viewfinder should be working. Looks like something is still missing. I felt a pang of
I picked it up on my first trip to Paris. It's 19...
I had no idea what 3 months' salary meant to Helena, but it was strange, really, that we were even. She took some test shots, fiddling with the camera settings, and
Sending you to me might be the first thing Carmen's actually gotten right.
I wondered why Helena had bothered coming if she thought so little.
I hear nothing from her for weeks, and then when she finally does call me, all she wants is money. If she thinks I'm lending her another penny, she'll have to convince me it...
That didn't sound good. If her... The sun was setting over Bellariva by the time I
Maria! Oh, don't mind all of this. If Helena finds one...
Carmen seemed pleased to see me, but I sensed the fidgeting.
I hope you didn't mind fixing the camera for her. She was furious.
Carmen led me to a back room, where she'd laid out the components of what looked like... So there was supposed to be a sign outside.
I'd like to put it up before Helena gets here. I think the whole thing is supposed to light up. I don't know, it's a bit, flat. Maybe if it flashes, it'll really catch people's eye.
Great idea. I think I have a spare part that could do that.
It still needs something else. Maybe we can add one of these.
It works! I'll screw everything together again and you'll be set. The sign fixed, we headed outside and mounted it carefully over the cafe door. The smile froze on her face.
Of course, my sister owns the only cafe.
Carmen opened her mouth to explain, but Helene finally pausing in the doorway, she turned back towards Carmen. And with that, she disappeared inside. It was the day before the festival, and the whole town was... I'd barely reached their front door when I heard some... It was Izzy. peeking out from the side of the house. She led me through to a beautiful...
You have to squeeze past it and breathe in.
I hadn't planned on crawling. On the table inside, there was a...
Can you fix it for me? Why does it sound so scary? It wasn't like that before. Do grown-ups play games as well? Still sounds really bad. Can you show me how to play? I tried before, but it was so hard.
Her toy fixed, I watched Izzy retreat into its screen, taking refuge in a... Well, I'd better head inside. Your dad is waiting for me. Why would he think that?
Because,
Izzy looked down, scuffing her shoes on the...
my dad said I have to go to this stupid festival tomorrow and put on a stupid...
With that, Izzy dove back through the rosebush and disappeared, and it made me think. Had I really tried hard enough to... I was so focused on the adventures ahead. Leaving Izzy hiding in the garden, it was only then I noticed my favorite overalls covered in grass stains. I was, repairing a lawn. Totally embarrassed, I walked into an orderly room filled with paper. You must be so busy getting ready for the festival. Are you looking forward?
I'll be declaring the best chef in Bella Riva by this time tomorrow. I'll have a tight schedule to follow, but my watch stopped...
The main plate has completely cracked. I'll need to replace it. The cogs look good, though. If I'm careful, I can reuse those.
Are you sure it will all fit back together? I've not gone a day without this watch since my wife gave it to me.
As I handed the watch back to Joseph, my fingers traced over the engraving on the back. I hoped...
I can't believe it's working, Maria. Thank you. My watches measure minutes and hours like they're infinite.
Just then, the phone rang. Even when he was at home, his work was never done.
Sorry, Maria. I have...
As I left, I turned and saw him pacing the floor of his office. His watch glinted. I hoped its quiet ticking... When my last job of the day brought me to...
Sorry for inflicting this mess on you.
Carmen's apartment was a little chaotic, but totally charming. It was easy to imagine. It definitely wasn't Helena's style. She seemed more up...
We're having a clear out. Or at least I am. Carmen, she says she has nothing when there's all this... Look at this slide projector. Our parents treasured...
That light bulb is completely smashed. Okay, I'll need to redirect the light, the lens at the top for the projector to work.
Oh, typical. Carmen's even managed to get a slide stuck in here. I was so excited when I moved to the city. Carmen, she looked so sad. Here's the clicker you'll need to attach. God knows how Carmen broke that as well.
Those screws still need to be put back. I think I've missed a screw somehow.
When we were younger, Carmen was always following me around. I suppose she looked up to me. A cool older sister.
Helena was transfixed, staring at the two.
I never meant to let her down.
But you.
That's the problem. There is common things I'll throw my checkbook at her, bad decisions and make... You know, the funny thing is, I came here wanting to tell her the truth.
Helena fell silent, shrinking under.
I know I have to tell her.
The day of the festival, the competition with all of them, that was.
Helena was supposed to help me.
Carmen was stirring so furiously, she wasn't real.
I have a stove ready.
Oh, her recipe is a bit smudged. Never mind, I'm sure whatever I put in will be fine. It all fits. Now to light the gas. I think that pot is really boiling now. Smells great if I say so myself. Here are the ingredients that Carmen's given me. What to add first? That looks good. I'll scoop a spoonful when I'm ready to serve. part done, Carmen took over and added the finishing touches. It was just a...
That was so
Well, you...
Joseph and Izzy looked... Carmen, on the other hand, seemed annoyed. But why? When it had all gone... She wants what's best for you. She's just...
I just wish she...
The festival finished. I couldn't go without saying goodbye to Carmen.
Maria! My favorite sushi.
Even Helena was there, serving. Carmen led me through to a balcony upstairs.
She was selling her camera to clear the cafe's debts. I wanted to give her this. Do you think it has...
Okay, let's see what happens when we turn this on. Here's the problem. This wiring isn't connected properly. If I turn the volume up, I should be able to hear it now. I think that should do it. This record should play beautifully. It's spinning the wrong way. How can I get it to play in the right direction? It must be to do with the motor. Let's see if one of these spares can turn things around. Well, it's playing in the right direction. I should check it's turning at the correct speed.
What will remain of these days?
The sweetest word.
What will remain of the smiles, the ones that stole my heart that day?
Surely want to know.
The record player's crackling tune was leaning over the music. They looked... Carmen told me about your camera.
I'm going to stay here with her for a while. Make up.
Carmen and Helena's relationship wasn't suddenly going to be perfect, but they were... I guess in the end, maybe it wasn't so hard to just put the silence... My final morning in Bella Riva, I received one last call out to... When I arrived, I found Joseph
You've made quite the impression. She could. She's a Brit.
inside the house.
It's a music box. I'd love for it. Maria, could you add this family picture of us?
This mechanism is completely broken. I'll need to take it all apart before I can fix it. Perfect. The mechanism is good as new. I think that's everything back together again.
My wife used to sing this song to Izzy each night before bed, but I always worked too late to join them. dreamer, dream for me. If I sit by your side and hold you so tight. Know that I've missed so much already. I want to be the father my wife. I've ended up so much like my own father. My daughter comes first.
I'll never ever get bored of you, Dad.
She gazed at the music box, her eyes shining. I'd never seen her look so happy. Joseph was a good father, and I could tell my time in Bellariva. My time in Bellariva was almost at an end. Another chapter, the people I'd met, the item pulling out my suitcase from beneath the bed as I packed. Helena gave me these designer shirts. Not sure I'll pull them off as well as she does. The recipe for Carmen's special. I'm under strict instructions to guard it with my life. My train ticket. Can't believe it's time to leave Bellariva behind. Izzy gave me this in exchange for my repair manual. She'll be a pro in no time. My parents would love Bellariva. Maybe I can convince them. My suitcase was full, but it was my heart that felt heavy as I made my way to the station. Helena and Carmen's reunion was possible because Joseph had realized he shouldn't let his they'd each learned to see things. I knew it would be easier to jump on the neck. Did I even remember their number? Mom? Dad?
Maria? Is that you?
Dear Maria, Carmen here. Sorry I haven't written. The cafe. Luckily, I have Helena. She's always running round, taking... She misses the city, though. She said there was a coffee shop near her old apartment where they made... It got me thinking, I'm an award-winning chef. I could, of course, order... I saw Maria use her screwdriver 1,000,000 times. Taking this apart will be easy. These pipes look pretty simple. I should start with them. How can there be so much steam? Ugh, I'm getting soaked. I'll need to connect all the pipes correctly to stop the steam pouring out. Why is there so much steam? That can't be right. Maybe I should focus on the pipes first. They look easy. Finally, no more steam. Finally, no more steam. cart's supposed to go in there. I think that's everything. Better test the buttons, just to make sure. All done. Piece of cake. Time to make my first coffee, I think. Smells delicious. Now to make it look magical. A perfect coffee. All it needs is a saucer and a couple of Helena's favourite biscuits. I was feeling more has-been than coffee queen by the time I'd made a drink always the connoisseur. She didn't even bother to look at when she finally spotted it, though. I'll admit, she spent several minutes. She was impressed enough to ask for a... It made me realise how much I have to thank you for, so I wanted to say that now.